With the NFL season right around the corner, I want to talk about 5 players I'm excited to watch and I think you should keep your eye on this upcoming season. Let's kick things off with the Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. As a rookie in 2020, Hurts started just 4 games and he didn't play super well in his limited playing time. However, he improved a lot as a passer in 2021, and he was above league average in terms of his passing efficiency. ANYA Plus is a stat that takes every quarterback's adjusted net yards per pass attempt and compares it to the league average. For this metric, 100 is league average, and anything above that is above league average, and anything below that is below league average. Hurts also improved as a runner, as he averaged 52.3 rushing yards per game. He was one of 3 quarterbacks to average 6 adjusted net yards per pass attempt and 30 rushing yards per game last year. Jalen Hurts is one of the more effective dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL, and now that the Eagles have A.J. Brown, he has the pieces around him to become the kind of quarterback that an NFL team will pay a ridiculous amount of money for. I think he is going to take a big step forward this season, and if he does, I think the Eagles are going to stick with him as their guy moving forward. Next up, we have Packers outside linebacker Rashod Gary. Gary had an incredible season last year, but no one really talked about it for some reason. His role in the Packers defense grew, and his production followed, as he had one of the best seasons of his career by far. Rashod Gary was freaking awesome last year, ranking top 5 in the entire league in total pressures. He is one of the best young pass rushers the NFL has to offer, and he still has room to grow. In 2021, he played just 68% of his team snaps, which is pretty low for a guy I believe has the potential to be a star. If his snap count increases and his production continues to get better, I think he'll be seen by many as one of the better pass rushers in the NFL. I really hope people start to notice his game this year because he is one of the most underrated players in the NFL right now. Now let's move on to Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins. Higgins was quietly one of the more productive wide receivers in the NFL last season, as he recorded 1,091 total receiving yards and 77.9 receiving yards per game. His advanced stats, such as DYAR and E yards, show that he was a lot better than people realize. DYAR is a metric similar to EPA, or expected points added, that tries to measure a wide receiver's total value. On the other hand, E yards, or effective yards, is a metric that shows us whether or not a wide receiver outperformed their basic stats. If a wide receiver had more E yards than total receiving yards, they were probably better than their standard stats would indicate. Higgins' productivity at the young age of 22 was really good historically, as only 7 other receivers have been able to replicate his production and efficiency at the same age. Jamar Chase stole the show in Cincinnati last year, and for good reason. He was amazing. However, T. Higgins doesn't get enough credit for how good he's been through his first 2 seasons. I think he is going to continue producing at a very high level for years to come. Let's go back to the defensive side of the ball and talk about Broncos cornerback Patrick Surtain II. Surtain was unbelievable as a rookie, and I personally think he was a top 5 cornerback in the entire league. His counting stats weren't out of this world, but that is because of the Denver Broncos scheme and play style. There simply weren't many opportunities for him to record interceptions and passes defended. Here's why I was so impressed with his play last year. Surtain ranked top 3 in solo tackles, interceptions, and passes defended for one of the best defenses in the entire league. His advanced coverage stats were insane too, as he ranked top 4 in passer rating allowed among cornerbacks with at least 80 total targets. Patrick Surtain II was elite as a rookie, and I think the sky is the limit for him. To close out this video, we're staying in Denver with another player entering his 2nd season, and that is running back Javonte Williams. Williams split time with Melvin Gordon as a rookie, but he was still very productive, recording 903 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. It sounds like he'll be the main back in Denver this year, and if that's the case, I think he's going to take off. Here is the reason why he is going to be awesome next year. Javonte Williams is elite in terms of generating yards after contact. He's a tackle-breaking machine, and last year, he broke more tackles than any other running back despite having to split carries. Breaking tackles is important because it allows running backs to generate yards without having to rely on their offensive line to generate yards for them. This is an extremely valuable skill, and Javonte Williams does it better than anyone else. I am a huge fan of Javonte Williams' skill set, and I think he is going to be one of the more productive running backs in the NFL over the next couple of years. That wraps it up. These are 5 NFL players I am excited to watch this upcoming season. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see y'all next time.